No.
Sammy, so you're not gonna talk with the camera?
Hell
Smith, scoop all that. Look. Y'all say hey to the camera.
Oh, we on camera.
Look at us talking about we on. We ain't ish. You can get over here so you can be seen. You already ain't said. Yeah, fix it. Yeah, can you fix it for? Can you be our
My big arm.
That's what I'm saying. You get black people that inch, they take them out.
Toing. Yeah.
Me too,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah.
Ooh.
That's
was
where I
getting my
was.
DP today in my,
Girl, you want me to be?
You ain't gonna be out of control.
Wait. Oh, so you going to Jamaica with somebody else, but you're not going with me? See, that's what she not be talking about. That's what you got to be talking about.
What you say?
Yeah, that's what she said. February. Don't touch nothing over here. Get.
I ain't got no money.
You could have saved up from January to now.
I got a question. I ain't get no invite.
Exactly.
To the party. She said to you.
I told her to tell you. Listen to
To the black
Okay, you want your
party.
own?
To the
Okay,
black
can you straighten it up for me? It's not.
She keep touching it.
It's not. I mean, straight. Yeah, the camera part. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just turn it up. Yeah, just like that. You got to be a little aggressive with it because that.
I'm going like
tripod
this way.
It's right, but just straighten it.
Let me see. Like there's the actual camera.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Is it straight?
You
can't see you? Huh? Sit down. Is it straight?
She talking about is it straight? Can you see?
Alright, leave it out, mama.
Turn it. Yeah. So we can get her.
Alright, right there.
Turn it a little more.
Keep going that way. My big arm.
Okay. But turn your body like towards, but not scoot toward me. Nigga, scoot toward the camera.
Okay, let me turn like that.
You gonna sit comfortable?
Do you want to see that?
No.
Do you want to switch with Sammy Smith?
No, she wants to sit over there.
No, because I thought the camera would be like
The
there.
girl, you ain't never seen the camera like there.
But it look right there, so it's like even.
Okay, that's good.
Yes, straight.
That's good.
Alright.
All right, producer. Okay, can y'all say something in your mics? I've already wiped your mics off. Let me pull back up.
Oh, look at your future.
Girl, what the?
I say get over a fedora.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh yes,
Fedora
it
hat.
is.
Like the blue hat you got.
Yeah, it's a derby theme. So hats, any type of hats.
So the only
If you want to do gloves,
What if you ain't got no hair?
you ain't gotta wear no hat. Just wear a cute dress.
She said a dress?
You don't have to wear a dress.
What the hell?
Lord, y'all not finna. Kara gonna come in there in a marathon continue t-shirt and some jeans. I listen. At this point, I can't. My cousin's like, what we're wearing? Other nigga ain't finna put on no linen, nothing. He don't like linen because remember when we got married, that little linen polo, as soon as he sat down and it wrinkled, his nerves were bad. Like he real OCD when it comes to press and he hated it. And it was that shirt was like $112. $5 little white polo linen shirt. Cause we got married in the past office. He did not like it, honey. He was like, get somebody else to do it. Okay, can I hear y'all on your microphones? I ain't getting nothing. That nigga getting.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, I need y'all to make sure you're talking up, okay? Let's say a prayer really quick. I can't stand Sammy. Do it again, Sammy. You remind me of y'all soror. No, that's Randy. Ain't gonna do it all excited, wrong. Excited, wrong. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for blessing us with another opportunity to fellowship and podcast. Please, Heavenly Father, bless us with the right words to say and bless someone to be inspired and blessed by this episode. We love you and we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. This is the first episode for season 3. It will not be aired until after I get back from Jamaica. So probably either the Tuesday after school start or the next Tuesday. Okay? So y'all got between now and Jamaica to send me a picture of whatever y'all want to do on your flyer and I start working on it next week. You don't see it right now. Listen, Rita Brinks,
Heck no.
you gotta, she's so dope and funny as hell. She graduated from Jackson State.
I know you're talking about
Rita Brink comedy, yeah. I love her, baby, I love her. She's a whole food. Yeah, Ricky Smiley. She came here with Country Wayne, and so I met her and took a picture with her and everything. Yeah, years ago, me and Michi. Super funny. Okay. Huh?
I don't know either one of these ladies.
Rita Brent, she funny. You gotta Google her. She a good one. She was raised like She cursed just a teensy winch, but not a. She cursed on stage, I think, but I don't think she cursed a lot on. So her mama real sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, don't play with her. So she tried, and she was raised in the church. She played the drums for the church and everything. She real. She one of y'all so raw. She one of them. All right, y'all ready? I'm finna hit record. I'm editing all that out, baby. That's gonna be on. Okay.
What, all this?
All of that I just did. Hollering like a fool. All right, y'all ready?
Why am I nervous? This makes me nervous.
Girl, okay. I just hit play.
Your knives is violent.
Just speak of that microphone. Bad nerves and out.
Hey, y'all.
My arm looking huge in this
Don't
big
start. Don't start.
No, it doesn't.
jump. Singing in the background.
Hi, world. Welcome back to the Spill Podcast, your favorite podcast featuring your favorite podcast host, me, your girl. Hi, Spillers. Welcome back to season 3. Bam, 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 bam. We not new to this, baby. We true to this, okay? Welcome back to season 3 of the Spill Podcast. This is our very first episode of season 3, girls. So y'all are special. 2 of my most favorite people are, well, 4 of my most favorite people are in the building, but only 2 are talking and wants to be seen. The other team, 2 are in the background. Simmy and Bun Bun, can y'all at least say hi? Say it loud so we can hear you.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, Lord. See, that's what I be talking about. But, baby, when the cameras and the microphones are off, Simmy is a whole nutcase.
No.
That's all right. I'm going to start recording you. I'm just going to start, every time you're around, I'm just going to put you on record. I have Yvonne, the twin, and I have Tish. We call Yvonne Mac, and I call Tish Smith with the F, not TH, but SMIFF. My girls, my fellow veteran educators are in the building. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Are y'all excited to be back?
I'm excited.
Okay,
Excited
y'all.
time.
Okay, yeah. Talk
Okay,
what
now.
y'all was talking at the restaurant.
Baby.
Look at me. Or laugh like y'all was at the restaurant. Goodness.
Right.
Well, welcome back. I'm super excited to have you all back. We'll do a reminder introduction when we get into our topic. This is our crazy. This is our back to school episode. So we're talking all things school, students, parents, staff, learns. I don't know what we're talking about learns. We're talking about for 5 seconds. But we're gonna talk all things education today. From the educator's perspective, these are from our personal experiences and our opinions, okay? But before we move on, Spillers, you know what time it is. It is our Spill Mental Check-In time. This is the time of the episode where we stop, pause for the cause, and we are intentional about doing a self-love, a self-mental check, okay? So, when we do this part of the episode, I like for us to use feeling words. I don't like us to say, we're okay, I'm good. What is okay and what is good, okay? So, check in with yourself. Dig deep and try to identify what your emotions are, what your feelings are at the moment. So, we will start with Simmy. Little head shot up. No, on a serious note. We're going to start our mental check-in with Yvonne. Hi, Meg.
Y'all play too
Hey,
much.
y'all.
How are you?
I'm well.
Okay.
You know, life is out here life.
Yeah.
I got some stuff going on,
Uh-huh.
but all in all, I'm well. I try to keep my spiritual intact, and it helps with everything else. So right now, I'm well. I feel well rested and ready for a new school year.
Good. So, life is life, but God is guiding.
Yes, He
So,
is.
yes. Okay, I love to hear that. I'm so glad you're well. I do know some of the stuff that you have going on, and I feel like you're wearing it very well.
Well, thank you.
So,
I appreciate that.
no problem. Smith, what we got going on? How we feeling, sis?
You know, I'm taking it day by day. In June, toward the latter part of June, I had 2 major losses.
Mm-hmm.
So I lost a really good friend, that Friday of that weekend, and then a first cousin this Sunday. That Sunday of the weekend. So I'm just kind of, for the circumstances, I guess I'm well. But you know, it's just life is but a vapor.
That's it, baby. Sure.
And baby, we are on borrowed time.
I'm talking about
Like,
Ball Road.
And I think at this age we realize that more and
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, we are, and we're not even like big ages for real. We're just realizing the importance of life and loving on those that love on you or those you see, your family, important, like just living. You know what I'm saying? And not taking it for granted. And when I say not taking it for granted, being foolish, making excuses, not holding ourselves accountable, blaming others. Like, sit back, always do self-reflection,
Right.
and identify with you so that you can determine what is it that I could have done or should have done, or what is it that I can do, because you don't want to wait till it's too late.
Right.
So, grief is definitely, grief is, you be fine one minute,
Baby.
and just out of nowhere. And it could be a song, it can be a scent, it can be just a thought, something can come flash by on the TV. But grief is real, and I've been experiencing it firsthand since my father in 2012. And then I'm like Smith, I've had some major losses to me since then. And then at the beginning of the summer, June 2nd, my first cousin, who was one of my favorite cousins, like a big brother who thought he was my daddy because he's my daddy's nephew. So when my daddy died, I guess he thought he was my daddy, but he unexpectedly died. Just dropped. So I know all about that grief thing, baby. And but I'm like y'all, life has definitely been lifing in all aspects. But God is good and God is God. So I'm truly grateful for that. I'm grateful that I really, really, really get to see and feel the importance of living and enjoying your life and loving people and kind of putting petty stuff, you know what I'm saying, to the side. Some people, you just gotta leave them where they are, leave it for what it is, with no hard feelings though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not worth your breath, this energy and time you cannot get back. So, and all that stress causes sicknesses. So who gets time? Find somebody to play with. Siobhan and Sammy, did y'all want to do a mental check-in or are y'all good? I cannot say it. I cannot. Excuse me. Well, I'm glad all is well, ladies. Spillers, I pray all is well with you. If all is not well, say something so that we can do something. Smith said something that I think I put it on one of my Facebook posts a couple days, one of my devotional messages. Life is but a vapor. Life is short. Say something so that we can do something. God really did. He did his big one with his world. He did his big one with people too, because he really created some magnificent people in a beautiful world. And if you're okay, you'll really be able to experience that. So check in, make sure that you're good. If you're not good, say something so that we can do something. We are moving on. It is now our social media shout out time. If you are not following the Spill Podcast on social media, what you're waiting on? Follow the Spill Podcast at the Spill Podcast 21 Instagram, the Spill Podcast TikTok, and the Spill Podcast YouTube. I am on TikTok. You on TikTok?
No.
Yeah, that's why you can't get the videos. Get your TikTok so you can be for the videos. Did y'all want to shout out y'all's social media? Y'all good? Both of them. Man, they got these big old smiles.
We scraped.
Smith, you acting like Simmy now. See, been around Simmy too long. Been around him too long. All right, so don't forget to follow us, subscribe, like, and yeah. Check in with the spill. Normally we do a spill trend, but we skipping the trend today because we're getting straight to our topic time. Okay, so let's get ready and move on. Okay, so got our music playing. I'm gonna put Siobhan and Simmy. I'm gonna make them. We're gonna pass them the microphone and put that camera on them because
What's gonna happen?
baby, they are talking.
What's gonna happen is we not gonna be here.
You gonna dip out. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed those fine jazz tunes from Philip Wooten and Quincy Q Note Watson. drink. You need some water. We have drink. I thought you
Finished.
fix it, Lord. Your throat dry over here. We're gonna have to get you something to drink. I offered them as well, y'all. They declined, so I'm a good host. I feel like you good. Okay, when you're ready, tell us. But this is not gonna be long. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's get right into it. Listen. This is our back to school episode. Again, these are perspectives coming from teachers. I have 2 veteran teachers in the building. We have something in common for the first time in a very long time. Woo, 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 woo. I'll do it again. Yes. We have our newest reading interventionist. For 18 years in the classroom, baby girl.
20 and a half.
See, 20 and a half. If you don't get your tail from all the cheering, COVID colds, get you a small group tab. Anyway, we have finally gotten her on board. Since I'm still considered novice compared to these 2 ladies. Again, y'all know Mrs. Wilson. I am going into my 11th year in education. That's it. This is my 4th year as a reading interventionist. I am a reading and dyslexia specialist at a middle school in the city of Little Rock. So we're going from youngest to oldest. So Smith, you and now.
I need to
What year are you going into
sorry.
your position?
Okay. Reading interventionist as well. I'm going into my 19th year.
19.
Wow.
Yeah.
19
After, when this airs, we'll be have joined
And
us in the 40 club.
Yes. Oh, yeah, my 40th birthday. That's something else we'll have in common. We'll all be interventionists in our 40s. Okay, so Smith is 19 years in this thing, and she's a reading interventionist. So 11, 19, y'all, this almost 50 years of experience. Go.
Yes.
I am Emma McDaniel, and I'm going into my 21st year. This will be my first year as a reading specialist in a K-8 school in Little Rock.
Yay! So we're excited.
I'm about to drop that name.
Yeah, we ain't dropping no names. But we pulled her in, y'all. We've been trying to get her out the classroom for like 3 years.
Baby.
But she's loved it. She's never complained about it, really. But this year, me and Smith was on her, work her nerves. Girl, it's a job opening. And I remember sending you that job opening. I said, Mac, this is a new school. Apply. They gon' hire you.
Yeah.
And I was one of her people to do one of the little recommendations, one of the little forms that Smith did. So our girl is in there.
She get that like sweet.
You know,
She didn't use you as a reference.
I didn't know.
She didn't use you as a reference, twin. No, but I think it's good for other fellow teachers or something that they do the references with. But anyway, she's here. She's with us, so we're excited. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to we're just going to talk briefly on, I'm sorry, I turned it down. I think it's like on 71, 72. Y'all just going through. No, it's tomorrow. But anyway, we are going to just talk just briefly just about some expectations you all should have as parents, as students, and then expectations we have for you. We're also going to talk about boundaries with coworkers. I think that's very important, even when it comes to your administration, your bosses.
Yeah.
And then we just going to hit a little bit on 47's LEARNS Act. And 47 is the governor of Arkansas. Look her up. Just type in Arkansas's 47th governor if you want to know her name. But we're just going to talk about a law that she had, that she put in place. I was going to say, but anyway, it's there and done. And then we're also going to talk about if 45 becomes 47, the dissolution of the Department of Education with Project 25 that they are trying to enforce. Okay? So first, expectations for parents. Can y'all tell me some of the expectations you have for your students' parents? Like, what are some things that you expect from parents when their child enter your classroom? Where do we start?
I was like, it's gonna be different for me because I'm coming out of a traditional classroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to expect right now, but I know I want you to be accountable.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm not a lot of excuses
Yeah.
because of where I am located.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's not the case, but I feel like that will be the case.
Yeah,
Your child is capable of doing much more than you give them credit
absolutely.
for and hold them accountable for.
That part. And I love that word accountability. I think that it's not, we don't put a lot of emphasis on it anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like we have so many excuses that we're really not holding ourselves accountable. And that becomes problematic, especially when it's some things that you know you can correct. For example, learning. We were, I did an academy this week, and one of my peers said something. We did a this or that. We did a this or that game. And one of the questions were, would you rather be really smart or would you rather have power? And so one of the girls went to the power part. And so I was like, well, explain to me, why would you rather be, have power and not be really smart? She's like, because everybody has the opportunity to become smart. So if I'm powerful, if I want to learn more, if I want to become smart, I'll have access to that because I have the power to do so.
Okay.
So, and I was like, that was really, really good. And I said that to say, it doesn't matter how behind you may be, how challenging you may think something is, you're capable of learning it. You just have to put in the
Apply
work.
yourself.
Right, and
Yes.
apply yourself.
Yeah.
All right, Smith, what are some expectations for you?
Do your part at home.
Fix it, Jesus.
I can't say that enough. It's not just the school and the teacher's job to teach your child. Your child should come with something from the house.
That's
It
it.
starts at home.
That's it.
So
Not everything
they should be
from the house,
reading at home every night.
Mm-hmm.
I encourage my reading group students to read. I send home, things for them to read. I send home word lists for them to practice because some of them don't know basic sight words. That's something that the parent can be working on with them every single night at home, going through those checklists, making flashcards. It don't take but 10, 15 minutes to just, go through, have them read for 30 minutes, read a book, ask them some questions, tell them to retell you what they read. Set a timer.
That's it.
Take 30 minutes out of your evening and do that. Do it at the dinner table. Y'all eat and do, whatever. Just do something.
And then you're on those phones and laptops. So put those down for 30 minutes and pick
Right.
up a book. I was like that with my baby, and she had every form of technology. But we have a whole library with tangible books.
Right.
Because we're not the phones and the iPads may not always be here.
That's right.
So yeah, you have audio books and those type of books, but you still need to be able to articulate a sentence from your mouth.
That's right.
So that's important too. Go ahead, make.
I was like, I don't want to play devil's advocate, but I am a little bit. But because some of these parents don't know some of the stuff we send home, so their knowledge
Yeah.
level is not there. So
True.
I'm just saying.
I
You
know.
find everything else out. It's groups on Facebook.
It truly
everywhere.
is. But we can't hold it,
Yeah.
do their part at home if they're not capable of doing that part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I would like even the schools to open up some stuff to do
Yeah.
some adult education things.
Oh yeah, that's
And
amazing.
that would be awesome as well.
With that, and I'm sorry, viewers. I'm usually very brutally honest.
Usually.
So, how do I put this?
Say it.
Yeah.
When it's not accepted sometimes because parents view it as you thinking that they're stupid or
Yeah.
they trying to teach me, that it's
Yeah.
that can be kind of that can be kind of touchy if it's not presented a certain way. Because when you have parents in classes or when you have adult education, they're viewing it as those folks at the school trying to act like we don't know or trying to teach us and we ain't the kids and it just it's a whole different generation of parents.
It is.
That it is. I agree.
And I would love in a perfect world that we could set up those types of resources and classes and have the room full. You see what I'm saying? With just opportunities that they're willing to.
But you'll know who wants to be a part or involved because they're actively engaged. They're proactive about it. They won't be offensive about it. And as an interventionist, I've learned that too because I've had parents to say, "Hey, I just want my baby to know how to read. I don't know none of this stuff," and you know what I'm saying. But the ones that really want their child to grow and to be successful, they're gonna do whatever it is. There are several parents that do say, that's the teacher's job. I've had a family member to say it to me. Now, why we gotta, girl? But the conversation was different. It wasn't a professional one. It was like from family to family because first of all,
Right.
But I feel like for parents not to be offended or feel away, then that's something that they would want to have. They want to be a part of as well.
And that's also like you establish relationships with your kids.
Yeah.
You have to do that same thing with the parents.
Yeah.
Other than just, hey, little Johnny, got in my trouble in my classroom 8 times.
Right.
I want you to,
Right.
hey, how you doing?
Right.
Building those relationships with them,
That's
Yeah.
important.
And that's going to help as well.
That will definitely help. And I feel like too, when it comes to some parents, and not all parents, but once they see that you truly care about their child, then they'll come in, you know what I'm saying, the way that they're supposed to. They'll approach you totally different versus being defensive. The only time I've had issues like that is when a parent knew their baby was bad as hell. And I'm just going to say they knew their child was a little challenging, but instead of them coming and saying, hey, my child is this, they come defensive because they know we probably going to have a relationship, but not the type of relationship that they want. You know what I'm saying, to have.
Right.
So I feel like with that, it's definitely all on the parents. My only expectation for parents is kind of like what both of y'all said, is that everybody holds everybody accountable. I feel like the parent plus the teacher is a team that's going to create a successful child. If the child know that my parent, my mom, my dad is on this teacher side, they're going to do whatever is possible to make sure that they're working hard, that they're putting their best foot forward every time. I feel like as parents, we have to get off that my baby this, my baby that, or I know my baby, or feeling offended when your child is redirected or corrected, or and it's kind of hard because I don't feel like we really do consequences, and I don't feel like we really do a lot of that anymore. I think we're kind of shying away from that because our kids lack a lot of emotional intelligence. Families do too. So I feel like we've kind of strayed away from harsh punishment and consequences and all of that.
Right.
But parents, we need help. Like if you know little Johnny got certain issues, let us know. If you know little Johnny is on med, at least put that in his files. Miss Little Johnny or Little Jeannie takes medications, and days that they come in, they may be a little thrown off. We'll have some alternative methods in dealing with them or teaching them. But sending your kids to school and they all over the place and we don't know what's going on. And then we call you and ask you got an attitude, and then little Johnny tell us, I didn't take my medicine. Well, if you just would have told us that, you know what I'm saying, we would have been more understanding. So help us out.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel like we have so many parents, and my pastor said it in our back to school message last year. He said, y'all know y'all kids better than the teacher. The only difference between the teacher and y'all is y'all can knock them upside the head. The teacher can't.
That part.
But instead of y'all doing that, the teacher tell you something about your child, you going up there trying to jump on the teacher. Oh, he went in. And that is so true.
Yeah.
Like it's a hurtful feeling,
Yeah.
but it makes me embarrassed for the parent. Because it's like, you really doing all this? Like, you know your baby?
Yeah.
Because if you knew your baby, you wouldn't be doing all this.
And kids are different creatures at
Oh.
school.
I'm talking about totally
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
I had a whole little conversation with my 17-year-old a couple days ago. I had to tell y'all, I'm a little hard. I just shedded a tear. I said, Lord, I thought you was angelic. I just thought you was my angel, baby. She is my angel. She's my angel. But kids are totally different away from them, especially when they're with their peers.
Yeah.
They're different. But they need to know that their parents, they need to know they ride with their teachers.
Right.
Like, that's what I feel.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
You want to add something? Okay. You with me? You agree?
Oh, yeah. I see.
Okay. Oh, you keeping up with me? Thank you. Okay, I got my timekeeper. Okay, so did y'all want to add any expectations for parents? Oh, communicate with all of your child's teachers.
Yeah.
If whenever this year we're doing a different method of communication, so we'll be able to know if you've seen it or not. And then we're only using that rooms, and we're only using it if you give. So whatever email you give us, that's what we're going to be communicating with, or whatever phone number. And so that, to me, I feel like that's a good thing, because that's going to be able to hold them accountable too. Because we won't have so much, I didn't see, I didn't, They say it's thing. Check your kids' grades.
Yeah.
Most teachers,
don't wait till the end
yes.
of the semester and then want to
Be
get
mad.
uproar.
Most teachers post, we're in a tech savvy world. It's
Yeah.
2024. Most teachers post grades, if not every week, every other week. We're going to post some grades at least every 10 days. Check your baby's grades. Don't wait till those interims or those report cards come and say, ain't nobody told me nothing. At some point, you got to help us out too. I had so many parents, y'all, I'm middle school. I promise I had so many parents this year asking about report cards. I had one parent, I had a conversation with her son because I'm like, man, and I told her about the grade. She had no idea about when report cards coming. I said, man, we're literally almost in 39 weeks. He's about to get his second report card. So I'm just saying that stuff that y'all need to know, because at the end of the year, if we're trying to request a conference for remediation or retention.
Come on now.
I've always been elementary, so
Yeah.
I was like, it looks different in middle school and high school. And I do think parents back up, try to give kids a little more independence. But on grades and stuff like that, you don't need to give them.
You need to check that work, baby.
Check it.
Mine about to be a senior, honey, and I can tell you every grade, every 9 weeks, I got an alert from
Everyone.
that part. Like, I need to know what's going on. And then,
Oh.
even though I'm a teacher, I would randomly send emails to her teachers. Hey, doing an update. Is everything going on? Is there anything you think we can work on? Any deficits? Where do you think we need to focus on? Because I want to be proactive in her life, because I want to be able to hold her accountable as well. I don't need her coming home saying, Mama, I'm struggling, or I got this. Why? Why the hell? Where? Who? What happened? So, and I feel like, get in your kids' business.
Right.
Get, like, them your kids.
Right.
What's theirs is yours. You probably bought it.
Right.
Their business is your business. So when it comes to academic, get in it. You want the social media beef and foolishness they got going on, get in that e-school and
that part at home
foolishness.
too.
And yeah, definitely.
Right.
That's another story for
whole
another
nother
day.
one.
Ooh, Lord, fix it. So those are some expectations for parents, and that kind of coincides with expectations for students too. Parents, this time I do want to say, y'all can piggyback. The energy that you project on your children is going to be the energy that they project on their peers and sometimes their teachers. Fortunately, we are adults, so we know how to approach situations, we know how to respond, we know how to react. However, the preachers say, should nobody have to prime your praise? I don't like having a prime cheer and happiness. I feel like y'all just these little young lives, y'all need to just kind of be a little happy, be excited. So with that said, at nighttime, before they go to sleep or when they wake up in the morning, don't be doing all that hollering, that foolishness. If you hollering, it need to be shouting, like me, child. I be pulling up in my baby parking lot praying and shout. She be like, okay, Mama, we back to turn on John Barrow. You can tone it down. Like, whatever, sis. But try to be the positive light that your kids go to sleep to every night and that they wake up to every morning. Because it really has an effect on their academics. It has an effect on the way that they respond and react to their peers, their teachers, and then their personality even in the future. If you wake up nagging and fussing all the time, guess what you're growing? You're creating a little nagging and fussing all the time, grouchy monster. We don't want to do that, okay? So try to start your baby's day off as positive, as excited, hell, if they ain't no morning people, make them go to sleep at night. Don't nobody be really want to get up in the morning.
Right.
But if they up all night and you not saying nothing, how you up cussing them out because they tired or they done hit the snooze or they don't want to get up? You ain't make them go to bed.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Preach.
It's there's not enough. You know how we starting our school years off, we always talk about routines and procedures. There are not enough of those in homes.
At home, baby.
There are not enough routines and procedures at home. Come home. Homework. Snacks. It's just not enough.
Go
of that.
outside.
You
Take
know,
a bath. Dinner.
Yeah, it's not enough of that.
Bed. And that is so true.
It's just not. I have students who come in, and this is in the summertime and during the school year. Oh, Miss, I'm so tired. What you doing tired? I was up at, well, when your bedtime? I sometimes, this one shouting out, oh, it was 11 o'clock. This one, I don't have bedtime. This one, I was up playing my game. Okay, well, where was your mama? You know, and sometimes you have to be careful with that, because I was in a PD yesterday, actually, and the lady, one of my peers, we were talking, it was an aware training, but anyway, she mentioned you have to be careful with that because you have some students who don't have the traditional home life. They may be in a foster home or they
Siblings
may be
raising them. Yeah.
raised by grandparents
Yes.
and just non-traditional situations. But it's just not enough. There are not enough routines and procedures at home. So parents, and I know that's easier said than done too. Because we have a different generation of parents for the most part, and it's just it's just not like it was, y'all.
Yes,
When we was coming up,
It's not, because like you said, a lot of these kids come from unstructured homes. So when they get to class or get to school, we have to be the structure. Like every day in my classroom, I made it a practice. They come in, they write for a minute or get themselves together. If they need to stop and talk or need a hug, I'm right there. And then every time before I even start teaching, I was like, if nobody told you today, I love you. Or nobody told you last night, I love you. And they were like, I love you too.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's amazing.
just make it, I feel the same way you feel. I'm a
Right.
person too.
Yeah.
But we just gotta give them that structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the best part about our fields. I feel like we show so much grace because we know, that our kids are in situations that they didn't choose to be in. You know what I'm saying? They can't help the situations that they're in. But when we know better as adults, we do better.
Right.
So it has to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm that light, baby. I'm gonna be loud. You gonna come in my room, I'm gonna listen to some music. If you cough, I'm gonna ask you, do you got that stuff? What did you do? What's going on? Come, you're gonna get it together, go to the bathroom, wash that elbow. Like, I'm one of those, out of love. It's all love. But just kind of be a light for the parents, the kids that are in traditional homes. Be what your babies need. For the kids that are not, if you know that they're not, or are in unfortunate situations, then let's go above and beyond to be those lights for them. Okay, educators. Did y'all want to add something to that?
No.
Parents and teachers. Okay, parents and students. I did want to spend just a couple of seconds talking about boundaries with coworkers. I feel like, especially for novice teachers, for new teachers to come in, I feel like I kind of, like my first building, I was kind of like over friendly. So I was like super cool with everybody. No, sorry. And I thought everybody was my friend. And I thought everybody was my friend. And I feel like when I moved on, out of like 12 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was talking about they did not talk to me. I was like, what the? But anyway, you live and you learn. I don't really know what to say when it comes to boundaries. I feel like everybody just needs to be definitely have your boundaries. There needs to be a respect level period with any and everybody. When it comes to like your administration, your boss, and all that stuff, I feel like as adults, it's our duty to not be insubordinate, to be respectful. I don't like saying obey, but follow the rules. Or as the Bible say, follow the laws of the land. We have to do that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what Jesus is going to ask you about. Now, when that lady told you to do this and you knew good and well you were supposed to do it and you had to, why you get small? You don't want that question on Judgment Day. You don't want to be sitting in the chair for that. But create boundaries with your peers. You're going to have... I feel like working in schools, it's a lot of grown, messy adults.
A whole bunch of them.
And I have learned that. I'm talking about grown and old, seasoned as hell. Like, you almost a biscuit out here, baby. You've been in the oven a long time, and you still acting like this?
Yes, baby.
What advice would y'all give to the novice teachers coming in as far as creating boundaries with their peers, even if they feel like they've met somebody that they can, like, really grow to like, and then as soon as they feelings hurt?
I don't know, because these young kids are different. And then when their feelings hurt, they up and ready to leave. I like that, and I don't like that at the same time because you don't get established. But companies these days don't care if you're established or not. They're going to let you go. Registration starts soon, y'all.
Right.
Okay.
Quit calling. She done called like 5 times like my husband. Why did you call me, district? Okay, keep going.
And for me, discernment is a great thing.
Yes, thank you, God. Won't he bless you with it?
I feel like I'm a friendly person. People tend to like me. But up front,
that camera needs to be on her. Put the camera on her. Like, just give it a glimpse of her. She's a whole nutcase in here, y'all. A whole mess. Okay, keep going, babe. Oh my
to like me. But even in that, I gotta feel your vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want you to and the people I do are good people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we first started, the people, they used to come to me like, is she alright? Can I say something? I'm like, yeah. She just gotta get to know you. But that thing in front of you, Smith, baby, that thing right there, baby, can you say hey to the camera, mama? That's her twin, y'all. I fell in love with Mac when she first came. She had one of the mothers praying and blessing her room. And I was like, yeah, she gotta bless my room, Mac. Mac was even like, at first, but she, you know, she came, once she saw that me and Bristol prayed and stuff, she was like, okay, I like them, they prayed.
Yeah.
But her twin came to the building. I think I told y'all this story before, but her twin came to the building and I was so excited to meet her. I was like, oh my God, y'all look just alike. It was like aesthetically pleasing because I'm like, real twins. And baby, Siobhan was looking at me like, B, if you don't get out my face with all that foolishness, like, I don't know, you back up. Like, she literally was like, okay. Okay. But she loves me.
You ain't having my fun.
My mother too good for school. Okay, Smith, what advice would you give maybe novice teachers or teachers going to a new building about boundaries with peers?
Keep your mouth closed.
Ooh.
You do not listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
Definitely mind
Keep your business
Yes.
to
keep it.
yourself
Ooh.
and handle your business.
Ooh. Handle.
That's right there. That's it. Because it's, you know, who wants a messy work environment?
Oh, right.
This is somewhere that you spend a majority of your
Literally.
every day
Yes.
of your life.
Yeah.
Who wants to be uncomfortable
Right.
in a place where you're expected to put your best foot forward for students?
Yeah.
And you can't do that in an environment that is uncomfortable for you because you've made it that way, because you didn't mind your business, or you're telling your business, or you see what I'm saying, or you're not handling your business.
Yeah.
So that's my advice.
And that's good advice, because how you telling your business or telling somebody else's business and you not handling your business?
Mhm.
Because that'll get around quick too, that you're not handling your business. Oh,
Correct.
that's the teacher that don't be doing it. Oh, that's the one that yeah.
And you
So,
draw more attention to yourself
yes.
because of the way you carry yourself.
Yes.
So.
And news spread fast. I don't care how much you feel like you can trust a person. I've been around, even in the new building that I'm in, which is absolutely amazing, and it's not much of it, but it's everywhere. And I've seen someone say, well, such and such, when she told me, she said nobody knew. And such was like, well, she told me, but she didn't tell me nobody knew. So stuff like that, when I say the importance of keeping your mouth closed, keeping your business to yourself. If you got your pictures up and somebody say, hey, who is that? That's it. We don't need to know nothing about your honeymoon, what you're cheering. If it's not anybody I feel like that you've known, you trust, to really have that relationship with outside of work. And that's my thing. If y'all have a relationship outside of work, cool.
That's different, yeah.
But if y'all just friends at work, and when you're friends at work, that means when you go on break, you don't talk to each other. Weekends you don't text. Summertime you don't. Your work friends. My other dyslexia intervention is her daughter called me and her mom work besties, cause we gonna talk all day at work. But baby, them breaks and I probably won't hear from each other unless we talking about some coinage. Just know who to talk to and who not to talk to.
Oh, let me
Maybe you was
add
gonna say
this.
something too.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Let me
know.
add this, because this is so important. Form your own opinion.
That's it.
Yeah.
Don't walk into no environment where you're brand
Yes,
new
I was.
and judge people based off some crap somebody else done said. That's so toxic.
It is.
That is so toxic,
It
and
is.
we dealt with that.
Literally.
when we flew out,
Yeah.
we dealt
Baby
with
got
that.
ghosts.
And, you know, it just makes for such a the toxicity is at an all time when
Yeah.
you do that.
Yeah.
Because you're coming in new, especially you're coming in and you're expecting support from people around you, but you're judging people, or you have already judged them based on some stuff that someone else has said.
Yeah. And then in 90% of the chance it's lies, it's not true.
Right.
Or it's coming from somebody that's out here lying, musty, and hating. Y'all know what I mean? Get your own opinion, because people be out here lying, musty, and hating. And that is true. And it's
Yes.
true with adults.
Yeah.
We experienced it firsthand,
did.
literally.
Sure did.
And it's not a good feeling, and it's not smart, because it'll backfire on you. it will backfire. When I say karma is real, what goes around comes around. So you having those whatever, cut it out. Get to know people for yourself. I don't care if they say she was nice and funny, get to know her because she might be mean and stinking.
Right.
If they say she's funny, just get to know people for real. That's important.
And I said we gotta watch that too, because your messiness can spill over to the kids.
Yep.
Also.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my
And to the adults.
goodness.
Yeah.
One bad apple
Yes.
spoils a
The whole
bunch.
bunch.
One cancer cell can spread through the body.
That's it.
Y'all, you gotta be careful with
Yeah,
that.
that's
Watch
right.
who you hanging with.
Yeah,
that's
watch
right.
what you're saying,
Yeah.
and watch yourselves. That's
And
all I can
especially
say.
around these students. We're in a generation now where, back in the day, our mamas used to say, stay in a child's place.
Right.
Or get out of here while grown folks talking.
Right.
That
Or
don't
grab
happen
your
these
lip when you
days.
talk. Baby,
Yes.
these are
That
loose
does
lip
not
kids.
happen.
So if your friend come into class and you're putting your mouth on somebody, just have some integrity. You're already wrong for doing it here. At least
Right.
you can do is not do it around the kids.
Right.
Because they will say something.
Right.
They're going to say, Miss Wilson, such and such. Or they're going to say something.
And they
Please
can
believe
keep
it.
energy too.
And they can definitely
They
keep
can.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
these
can.
kids, they different, child.
Yeah. They watching and they listening.
I'm talking about hard, because they want to know the tea too.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, kids,
Because they are social media children.
literally, growing up in a social media age, got accounts, all that. They want to know what the tea is too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was good, Smith. Form your own opinion, baby. Cause
Please do.
And then just because your peer or somebody on your team or somebody in your area may not like administration, don't jump on their bandwagon. Because you don't know what you're going to need administration for later.
And your experience are different from
Are
theirs.
totally different. And then their
We
experience
can
makes
attest to that.
that part.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna
we're
say.
witnessing to that.
Verified.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
All of us in the same place.
Yeah.
All three of our experiences were
Totally different. Because you were the angel. And we
I
were the villains. We were the villains. No, she was the light until she left. And then you can come get your stuff too. But yeah, so get your own opinion. And yeah.
Please.
Especially, like I said, with the administration too, because everybody experiences will be different. But definitely tap into your discernment too. Don't be no fool. Like, I don't care who it is. Don't be no fool.
Right.
Okay. You want to thank you, my timekeeper. Okay, we have a couple more minutes. All right. So we've talked about the students' expectations for students and parents, expectations about boundaries with coworkers, which is important. And then last, we're going to talk about 47. 47 is the governor of Arkansas. She created a LEARNS Act, which I feel like at the end of the day has a negative effect on public schools and public school educators. And then I feel like if 45 is elected again, which is very important that you all go vote in November.
Please.
Vote. Okay, at the end of the day, there's so many different videos and lies out here, I feel like, about Kamala Harris. I feel like people have pulled different words or messages that she's shared, but they pulled them, not pulling the entire message. They pulled only the negative ones, and they're putting all this negative imagery and videos out about her, saying things about her as a prosecutor that are not true. They're not saying everything that she did and why she did it. They're just saying what they feel like she did, negative parts.
Right.
But learn, my grandma used to say all the time, learn folk on your own. Learn on your own. Research, look up that lady's background, look up everything that she has done, even when she was the Department of Justice prosecuting attorney general for the state of California. Look it up for yourself. Quit looking at these little 30-second videos and thinking that's all of Kamala, because it's not, okay? We are in dictatorship about to be real if y'all don't get to the polls. That's all I'm gonna say.
Period.
It's no longer going to be democracy. It's literally going to be a dictatorship. And he done said so much stuff the last couple of weeks that done made me sick. Rest in peace, Sonia Massey, the black girl that was killed, point blank, period, murdered. The 45 done said we're gonna give police immunity to just do their jobs. He just made this comment a couple of days ago. So that really touched me, because I had been sad from the Sonia. Vote, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. Vote. The stuff that they're coming up with, vote.
And with the conservative, vote how you want to vote. I don't care. Vote for him, vote for her. It doesn't matter as long as you get out and vote. But this conservative Supreme Court he has, has already given presidents immunity. So if he becomes 47, it's going to be detrimental to a certain groups of people.
And his
Y'all go out and vote.
and his record is gonna be cleared.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to hold him accountable because the stuff that he's done, no, it's not right. So make sure you all vote. Do your research. Vote people that you know. If they're 18, this is the time to make sure that they are registered. I think they have until is it the beginning of
It's
October?
October something. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
So it's right at October before voting registration can stop. But please do your due diligence. Our ancestors, y'all know what they went through. Y'all know what they went through, and
Show up like y'all
yeah,
did
we gonna be
Obama.
going through exactly. We gonna be going through if we don't vote. We gonna be. Lord help us. Anyway, so let's talk about that just for a little second. Project 25 is this foolishness that 45. They're saying that 45 is not on it, but this is something that his part of his administration, people from his administration are pushing to enforce, and it's a whole list of things.
It's a whole list.
It's like a lot of serious stuff. Y'all need to look at it. Social Security, that means if you have parents or grandparents, older family members that are receiving Social Security, they're trying to stop that. That is a part of a tax that one of the state of Arkansas, we can receive at a certain age, where we pay for it now, but we'll just get it back once we get like 65, I think, and it'll pay for our medical insurance and all of that. He's trying to, our age is higher. See, that sucks. He's trying to do away with that. Do away with the Department of Education. He feels like the Department of Education is a waste of money and time, basically because it is for public school education. And what that'll mean is there won't be as many taxes, or will they do away with the taxes for public school education?
I'm not sure. I just downloaded the document yesterday and I started reading it.
Okay.
So I haven't got to education yet, but there is so many things in this Project 2025. This document is over 900 pages.
Literally. And there's a list
Everything.
of like 50 or 60 things for the first page, just telling you what some of the things are.
It's
But-
so much stuff that is going to be affected in this project.
And mainly it's going to affect black and brown people. Period. It's gonna affect black and brown people. So do your research. My concern was with the Department of Education and public school education. I was became familiar with this becoming an issue when 47, she created a LEARNS Act in the state of Arkansas. You all need to Google the LEARNS Act. And the LEARNS Act, one of the rights were for public school students and parents and families to be able to receive a voucher, and the voucher would allow their child to go to a private or a charter school, any private or charter school that accepted them. And I feel like that's crap. But the best thing that makes me laugh about it is, y'all can go get a voucher if you want to, but a lot of these private schools are not going to take y'all because they want the kids with the money, and with the brains. So just because you get the voucher doesn't mean that they're going to say yes, especially if they see you got C's, D's, F's, any deficits, remedial courses, they're not going. And that makes me sad because the state that we live in is one of the poorest states, right? We're the highest, I think, for lack of like our education, our reading deficits and all that stuff. 50 states, we're like 48. We're 47, 48. In poverty, we just struggle in our state. I think we struggle a lot, and we have educators like us that are public school educators that are veterans that love the children. We have a heart for education, and everybody can afford the charter or the private route. And so for the kids that needs public education, they need educators like us that are there to provide it for them. And that's something that I just can't stand. I just that's another reason why I feel like we need to vote. I feel like we should have been voting for our local governments. Had we voted for Christopher Jones, we wouldn't be going through this and so much more that we're going through under that act. I felt bad for a lot of educators because of the LEARNS Act. If a teacher is displaced, meaning their school has too many teachers, so they has to cut the teachers or get rid of some positions. Those teachers are no longer, the district is not required to give them a job anywhere else. Their contracts are not renewed, meaning that they basically fired. And I literally saw 2 or 3 teachers that I worked close with this year to not receive a job with the district one went to charter and one went to another like a country town, and then one went to a different district. But because we are not using our our rights and our votes, voting, these are things that we're dealing with, and it's affecting y'all kids, y'all.
It is.
And local government
Important.
voting is just as important, if not more important, than you voting for the president of the United States, because it directly affects you where you live.
Yep.
So you need to get out and vote then as well. It's
And
very
then
important.
And your concerns that we can't fix here, the local voting, they take that to their house or their city, and then they take those to the floor in DC. So it's important. It's very important that we're voting. It's important that we are using or being proactive when it comes to our children and their education, because at any time this can change. They're one to remove Black history. We know American history is Black history.
Yes, Lord.
They're trying to remove that. We have a couple teachers. I think this teacher from Central, I think she won that lawsuit against 47. I think I read somewhere where she won it, but she was suing her for wanting to remove Black history from the subject areas in the schools. That's something that and y'all know they can't erase our history.
That's crazy.
But for it to become illegal for us to discuss it, like if they remove it and a student asks us a question,
And can answer the question.
we can answer the question, but if it get back to admin or get back to whomever, we can be reprimanded. Yes.
This baffles me. It doesn't baffle me because who we have we're leading the way. But being culturally aware is not the same thing as this critical race theory.
Right.
the
Yeah,
CR.
definitely not.
Right.
They need to know, because African Americans, Hispanics, Native Americans, Pacific Islanders play a great part in making United States what it is.
Yes.
We built it.
You can't whitewash what we've done because you won't have half the things you have.
Period. The White House.
The
They're black.
backs of slaves.
You know what I'm saying? The slaves built that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then what makes me sad about this, and I feel like it's important, because unfortunately, with the generation that we're in now, sometimes those conversations in the classrooms are the first time that these Black and brown children are hearing about their history. Because families really don't take the time to sit back and tell their kids the struggle. They don't talk to their kids about the struggle. These kids are just growing up on police brutality. We've been dealing with that forever. You know what I'm saying? We've known about that forever. But they don't know about the scrutiny and the violence that our ancestors went through just to vote. You know what I'm saying? They don't know about the violence that our ancestors went through just so that we could be able to eat anywhere that we wanted to, or use public restrooms. The first time that they hear about this, half the times are in classrooms, because families are really not talking to their kids about it, making them watch them. Baby, Mackenzie watched so many Black history movies. To this day, she'll walk by if I'm watching a Martin Luther King movie, she's singing one of the background songs. I promise, like, you don't know this. You're gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's important that we know what's going on, because if you don't know what's going on, then anything can happen.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be looking crazy as hell complaining.
Then you repeat history when you are not aware.
That's it. The mind shift.
Yeah.
These kids feel like they have no struggle.
Yep.
Everything
Right.
is, but there is.
Right.
We're fighting for the same things we're fighting for now. We fought for in
Correct.
64.
Literally.
Before that civil rights act was signed.
Correct.
Yep.
It is exactly the same
That's true.
thing.
That's
But the mindset of these parents and these young parents, I'm sorry,
It's
they want to be TikTok famous.
That's it.
They're not worried about what happened before.
Digital.
Or paying attention to what's going on now.
Content creators.
Yeah.
Digital creators.
Yeah.
Digitally, you're telling them with a book with their baby.
I can't spell
That is
digital.
not a
Can't even spell digital.
that is not a priority anymore.
It's
As
not.
long as you spell it right, you better do what you gotta do.
That part, for real.
Yeah.
And so that's all I just kind of wanted to talk about, that they're literally trying to remove something that is critical for us and something that we really need. I'll have no issues with charters or private schools. I'm a product of public schools. And I know so many successful people that are products of public schools. But for us, this is a problem. And in order for us to address the problem and effectively fix the problem, we have to do our part. Okay? Did y'all want to add anything to that?
No, I think you did it.
Are y'all ready for I'm just saying we need the people to thank
Parents,
my
y'all
timer.
be an advocate for your student now
Yes.
before they get in trouble, but be an advocate for them
Yes.
before they get into a classroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, go to board meetings. Some of them last
Yes.
a little bit long. Go to board meetings.
Play it on your phone. You're on your phone anyway.
YouTube it.
Show
Yeah,
up
you
to
too.
the event.
Watch, know what's going on.
Yes.
Exactly. Be an advocate.
And you will be surprised. Like if y'all watch those board meetings, and I know our board meetings be a bit long, but you will be surprised about the foolishness and the things that goes on in those board meetings. Even people from the community. A lot of them are really, really real and serious issues. You know what I'm saying? And then some of the stuff that people are fighting for or talking about is foolishness. But it's important, you know, like she said, be active. Parent-teacher conferences. When the school have community meetings, we have second cup of coffee. And that's twice a month where our administrator, we call it second cup because you have your first cup early in the morning. And then at 9:30, it's the communities for the parents, grandparents, anybody in the school who has questions about anything that's going on in the district, anything going on within our schools, if they need to have conversations with the teachers, be a part of that stuff. Like literally be engaged so that you can be aware and you can stay informed. Because when it's too late, it's too late. Ain't nobody gonna be able to do it.
And the decision they make it affects you.
And that's it, period.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
And if
And-
you don't, I'm sorry.
No, go boo. Yeah.
Don't trip
Mm.
if you ain't playing a role.
Mm,
Just like they say, if you don't vote,
Mm.
shut up.
mm.
If you're not getting out
Shut
there, if you're not enforcing,
Yeah.
or if you're not including yourself and being aware, don't be mad later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's don't do that. No, don't. Cause I'm that teacher that'll be like, were you at the? Oh, okay. I just thought maybe you were there.
I should be meeting you the first time. At
Literally.
Valentine's Day party. I should be
Literally.
meeting you the first time at a Christmas party.
Or the first time when
Or
your
feel
child
bad.
is in trouble,
Yeah.
or doesn't get his or her way, or can't go on this field trip, or can't be involved in this. Now you're mad and you up at the school, and that's the first time I never seen your face or heard your voice.
And
I
if
don't know.
and if you feel like there's something going, and we're back to the expectations for parents too.
Yes.
But if you feel like there may be something going on with little Johnny or little Jenny, you're not quite sure. Say, can y'all test my baby? I'm a little concerned. I promise you, if you tell us to test them, it'll be quick. It'll be a quicker process. If we have to go through the process that we have to go through, which is normally SBIT to start it takes months for us to get assessments, exams, diagnosis takes a long time. But if you feel like that there is something going on, be okay with getting your baby evaluated.
Yes.
Don't make your child suffer when they have issues beyond their control.
Right.
And you know it's something going on, but you're in denial or not sure.
Right.
It ain't about you, baby. It's about the success of the child. So
Mhm.
make sure that you're doing whatever it is to make sure that you have a successful child.
That's right.
Okay? Don't be going up there fighting them kids. You know your child got a smart mouth. Every morning they get out the car, baby, don't get smart with the children, with the teachers today. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Yes, sir, no, sir. Just mannerism, just little things, you know?
Yeah.
Just,
Basics.
yeah.
Yeah.
Adults, respect. The back in the day, respect.
Mhm.
Now, legally, you can't come up there and put your paws on them, but you can check them out and bring them back. I mean, that's always, an option. So, hey.
Right.
That's crazy too.
Yeah, right. Like,
Let
girl,
them
my
be
grandma,
parents.
wrap it up. Siobhan telling me it's time to wrap it up. Okay, did y'all want to add anything to this is what the parents and the people are going to listen to the first week of school back. So did y'all want to add anything? Simi or Siobhan, y'all want to add anything? Y'all like them students that be talking in the class when the teacher talking? Y'all good. Smith and Yvonne, would y'all like to add anything?
No, I'm just excited about this year. I'm ready for it. New place, new culture, new team.
Yes.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited for you
Yes.
because I told you I've been looking at y'all Facebook. I be liking stuff like this in my building now. Baby, ain't nobody got nothing on. You know what I'm saying? The west side of Cantrell. No, the little competition. But I'm super excited for you.
Yes.
Congratulations again.
Thank
You
you.
are going to be in heaven. It's different. It's different. It's so different. So I'm happy for you.
Thank you. sis.
Smith, is there anything you want to add?
Love and light.
That's the love and light. Listen, y'all. Let's have an amazing 24-25 school
Let's
year.
do it.
Make sure you cover your kids. That's something that's very important to me. This is my
Yes.
still encouragement of the
Yes,
episode.
yes.
Make sure you cover your kids. Whatever's going on, bind it. That's negative. The Bible says whatever you bind on earth, he'll bind it in heaven. I feel like that's very important. Plead the blood of Jesus over your children. Pray for your children's teachers. Okay?
Yes.
Pray for the staff, the custodians, the lunch ladies, administration. We are all
Social workers.
social
counselors,
workers, police
yeah.
officers, the
All
resource
of
workers. We are all one entity and we are all one team. So I promise you, whatever contact your child has with one, they're gonna have it with the other. Okay? And do your part as a parent. Be positive. Be the inspiration and the motivation and the encouragement your child needs before they come to the school. Okay? All right. Well, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all, my faves. We're going to do a check-in. We always, we do the teacher episode like every year, but I want us to do a check-in by Christmas. And hopefully Weezy is with us. Shout out Weezy. I miss you. They had lunch without me today, y'all.
She told us to go.
No, it was my fault. Okay, it was my fault. Okay.
I wouldn't wait.
Yeah.
All right, Spillers, thank you for tuning in. This is your girl, Mrs. Wilson, and I am signing out.
Peace.